It is the leaders of the provinces and territories who are going to continue to hold the mantle.
The resignation of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is sending shockwaves across the country. With many of the logistics of how the federal government will proceed still being determined, those here in Manitoba are asking, how will it impact us?
We know that there's an important conversation and negotiation that's going to happen at the federal level. But so much of the trade, so much of the economic activity, so many of the jobs that are reliant on imports and exports happen at the state level. And we as a trading province, we as an agricultural province, we as a manufacturing province have really great relationships with North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Manitoba Premier Huband addressing Trudeau's announcement during a trip to North Dakota, emphasizing his continued work on trade relations with the U.S. despite the federal change-up. Some pundits believe trade relations could actually improve with the Prime Minister stepping down.
As you know, Eddie, Manitoba is setting up a permanent consulate office in Washington, D.C. So that's a sense that Manitoba wants to be having a proper seat at the table dealing with the United States. And so having a stability at the federal level will help Huband's dealings with the United States.
That sentiment echoed by members of the Liberal caucus in Manitoba, who say a clear direction for the federal government can be beneficial, especially with Donald Trump set to take office.
And as opposed to the Prime Minister having to deal with the issue of whether or not he should continue on or not, the government's going to be fully focused on making sure that Canada and its best interests are well represented when Donald Trump assumes the office.
We have benefited from a very, very good relationship since the new government came into place here in Manitoba. I have no reason to believe that that will not continue, but I do agree that getting some of the distraction out of the way and allowing us to focus on the immense challenge that is facing us in terms of the incoming American administration and what they are toying with doing is something that we have to be all hands on deck for.
City News reached out to several Manitoba MPs from opposition parties, but did not hear back in time for broadcast. In Winnipeg, Eddie Huband, City News.